Happy Monday. Thank you for joining me for this week's Unlocking the Magic of Leadership. Now, this week we are looking at the G key, so galvanize your employees. Now, when we talk about galvanize your employees, this key is all about accountability. How do you effectively and respectfully hold your team accountable? And the reason for this is there is so much research that shows that professional, effective, and respectful accountability increases team morale. And when we have a lack of accountability, team morale plummets. And so the specific area that we want to talk about this week is our expectations for our employees. You see, there's so many times that either I'm training or coaching or having a conversation with a leader, and the leader's like,
Summer, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know what to tell you. Nobody wants to work anymore.
It's not like the good old days when people showed up and they actually had work ethic, and they will go off about this. And it always rubs me the wrong way. Because I don't know about you, when I was 20, I was not the best work ethic person that existed. If I didn't want to do something, I wasn't doing it. Which is the same for most individuals when they first enter into workhood. So it's not that nobody wants to work anymore. It's we're at different phases of our lives, and work means different things. And we're going to approach it differently. But then I had the privilege to see Nora Burns, who you may know as the undercover employee. I had the privilege to see her do a keynote. And in that keynote, she said, it's not that people don't want to work anymore. It's that people don't want to be in toxic relationships with their work anymore. Ooh, that was like a mic drop, mind blown, whole 9 yards, because she's not wrong. That was the last puzzle piece that I really needed to click into place. And so when we're thinking about this concept that nobody wants to work anymore, no, that's not true. It's that we have different expectations, different boundaries, and different ideas of what we will and will not accept. When I first joined the workforce, my first adult job was working as a line cook. My chef made me cry at least once a month, if not more than that. I got good at ducking because if something went wrong, chances are something was coming at me. If I was lucky, it was just going to be a rack. So this concept of treating our employees like this is not a concept that is acceptable anymore. That's one of the reasons why Hell's Kitchen is always so fascinating, especially when I watch it with non-kitchen people, because they're like,
oh, you can't talk to them like that.
Yeah, you can. Obviously, you've never been in a back-of-house kitchen when all heck is breaking loose. But employees are no longer allowing that to happen. We have created healthy boundaries in our personal relationships, and that is falling over into professional as well. So imagine if you went out on a date with somebody, and at that date, you were there, you're 10 minutes early, you were looking really nice, everything is on point, you are ready to go. You have maybe some flowers in one hand, and you wait. How long are you going to wait? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Before you're like, you know what, I'm out. But then, as a hiring manager, how long do we expect people to wait if we're running late to the interview? They show up on point, fully dressed, to the nines, and then we expect them to wait 30 minutes because we have a crisis? No, it's not acceptable anymore. People are getting up and leaving, as they should. Why is our time more valuable than theirs? It's the same thing. If I'm applying for a position and all of a sudden I get ghosted, what am I going to say about that organization? They don't care about the people that are wanting to work for them. The standards and the requirements of your employees are higher, but they are not unhealthy. And it is not that people don't want to work anymore. They just want to be treated with respect. And so the next time you catch that phrase on your lips, nobody wants to work anymore, I want you to think it through. One, what is causing that phrase to come up? What just happened that is making you say that? And see if you can figure out where's the disconnect. What just happened causing you to do that? And maybe, just maybe, did you have anything to do with the creation of that situation? Or did your organization have anything to do with the creation of that situation? People do want to work, but they don't want to be mistreated. And a special thank you to Nora Burns, the undercover employee. Her keynote was absolutely phenomenal. She has spent hundreds of hours working as frontline undercover employees for multiple organizations. And what she brought to the keynote, that research that she showed, the level of empathy that she had for both the employees and the leaders, was something that I had never seen before. It was an amazing experience, and I'm so thankful that she invited me to see her speak. So thank you for joining me for this week's Unlocking the Magic of Leadership, and have an absolutely amazing week. As always, You got this. I'll see you next week.